going on, Jerome's beautiful Saturday. Birds are chirping and stuff, and it's time for another Vikings news dump. So, weather yesterday, great. Today's going to be great as well in the great state of Minnesota, Twin Cities metro area. So, go out and get some quality time in. It's going to be good. But Sunday, Vikings versus the Crooked Chicago Bears at historic U.S. Bank Stadium. JJ McCarthy, he's not that blonde, but yeah. Also, what is this? Stained glass? Is this? I'm like the only person on earth who's not down with Japanese anime. Is this what this is? I don't know. But Caleb Williams 0 for 3 against the Minnesota Vikings, going to be 0 for 4. Wanting some more. JJ McCarthy, want to know. What happened in week 1? Oh, you have 3 bad quarters. Shut up. Something to not shut up about is annual November food shelf fundraiser drive is going on right now. All Venmos, Cash Apps, Super Chats during the live streams in November will go towards Twin Cities food shelves and local families in need. A $2,000 goal for the month. Currently just over 17 hundo. Donation links in the video description. Also, you can donate directly to our friends over at Every Meal. If you do that, email producer Allie, and we'll include you in the total. It's going to be good. It's going to be awesome. So, injury report. Not awesome is Greenard and Ryan Kelly are going to be out, but they're the only 2 players with the injury designation. J.J. McCarthy, no injury designation. 2 full days of practice. Talk about practice, right? And Bandage Gate, still on. Kevin Seifert, ESPN, who's not Carl Gershmidt. Kevin O'Connell on whether J.J. McCarthy's bruised hand or the padding he is wearing to protect it had an effect on his throws. Really, the last 2 days, he had maybe 2 of his better practices throwing the ball all season long. Kevin O'Connell also said that it's going to be a choice between McCarthy and the medical staff if he's going to wear a pad or brace on Sunday. So we'll see. Either way, it kind of seems like McCarthy's going to be good to go. Again, 2 full days of practice. Monstrous. Good stuff. And then injury report for the rest of it. The Crooked Chicago Bears 2 out. Backup wide receiver Jadaea Walker. But notably, TJ Edwards, huge loss for them. Also didn't play week 1 against the Vikings. But it's going to be monstrous against the run, as well as down the seams with TJ Hockenson. Going to be good. Also, Jaquan Brisker listed as questionable. He went from DNP limited. So even if he does go, I mean, that back, I don't know. He didn't sound overly optimistic. He didn't with the Bears meeting. He wasn't like, I will play, but we'll see. Also noteworthy is Jalen. We'll get to Jalen in a second. Yeah, but for the Vikings, Greenard out, and Greenard is leading the team in pressures, has 2 sacks on the season, also leads the team in tackles for loss. It's a monster loss for the Vikings, but Diamond Dallas Turner, gotta step up, man. It's his time. And we've seen him, the big-time sack against Lamar and the Ravens, but the whole body weight thing, whatever. But it is good to have Andrew Van Ginkel back. But replacing Greenard's production is going to have to be in aggregate. Like Allen, Hargrave, Redmond, LDR are going to have to get some quick interior pressure on the Bears, as well as I wonder who's going to be lining up over their left tackle, John Benet Ramsey. Who's it going to be, right? Because the Bears' offensive line, actually, left guard to right tackle, pretty damn solid. So who's going to be rushing from Greenard's usual blindside spot? Will it be AVG? Will it be Diamond Dallas Turner? Who knows, man? But either way, huge monster spot, an opportunity for Turner, who's progressing quite a bit, but have we yet to seen that true blue breakout game? Would love to see it. Love to see him drop the diamond cutter as well. Kind of be good to see. Also, Ryan Kelly, so he's still in his 21-day return to practice window. They are not planning to activate him this weekend, ideally looking towards next weekend. So Blake Brandel, Mama, I'm so hard to Brendan now, is going to make his, 5th start at center? 4th, 5th? Whatever. But last 2 games, it's been pretty solid, right? 2 pressures, 0 sacks allowed over the last 2 tilts. And Brandel sort of settling in, right? Now, how much of false start gate was on him? How much was on McCarthy's cadence? How much was it on Kevin O'Connell being too smart by half? Don't know. But all we know is like football 101 spot Brandel. It's pretty damn solid, right? And taking their time with Kelly, fully understand it. 2 concussions in 3 weeks, nothing to sneeze at, right? Also, Another sneeze. That is Aaron Jones in his career versus the Bears. I know that Aaron Rodgers has said, I own you to the Bears. Nah, it's just Aaron. So for his career, 16 games, 927 yards rushing, 4.8 yards per carry, as well as 14 total touchdowns. So it's pretty good, right? In the first match of week 1, Jones did have that touchdown catch from J.J. McCarthy. Perhaps he saw it. So it looked really good there. Last year, over the 2 games, 192 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns. So, I don't know. I just feel like Jones has a little bit extra juice for the Bears, and certainly going to need it on Sunday. Also, so Thielen was on the Power Trip morning show, and was talk about the officiating, sort of a BS personal foul, blindside block on Kyle Hamilton, where Thielen broke it down. Clearly, it wasn't malicious. Clearly, he waited until Hamilton turned his numbers to him, and he didn't light him up. It looked like a basketball pick, right? But he disagreed with that one, and also said this, Vikings fan page. Vikings wide receiver Adam Thielen says the league needs to have full-time referees and that most of them are now fanboys of the league. They love the fact they get to go out there and shake hands with Mahomes, hang out with professional athletes. Then they go to their real job on Monday through Friday and tell everybody how cool their side job is. Agree. Fully agree. Where there need to be full-time professionals who actually take accountability for some of these very controversial and inconsistent calls, they need that. Got to have it. So Thielen, Thielen's not getting paid much this year, and also he might get fined $11 billion on this one. Worth it, and he's absolutely correct. Now, speaking of Jalen, our Marav, big news for Chicago. The Bears are designating star cornerback Jalen Johnson to return from IR. He will start practicing today. So he was limited on Friday, and I don't know if the Bears are going to have Jalen Johnson, his groin, core muscle surgery, recovery, going to go out there against Justin Jefferson on a half a practice, essentially. Don't know that, but it does open up that possibility. But more than likely, it's Jalen's going to get some work in next week, and then we'll see. But Jalen Johnson is one of the better cornerbacks in the game. He's only played basically half a game this year, week 2 against the Lions. And, the rest of it, no Kyler Gordon. Tyreek Stevenson's been banged up. Deshaun Wright, former Viking. Yes, the guy with the pick 6. All of this, part and parcel, plus the defensive line that has the lowest quick pressure rate in the league. And Jefferson is mad and he wants to go off. Good luck. It's going to be good. Also, speaking of the Bears defense, this is weird. This is straight up weird, right? The crooked Chicago Bears defense is an anomaly. 24th in points, 25th in yards, 20th in DVOA, 24th in team defensive PFF grade, 29th in yards per carry allowed, 5.2, 30th in passing yard per attempt, 7.3. But they're first in turnovers, and the Bears are allegedly 6-3. Well, congratulations. You gave up 42 points to the Bengals, and you won somehow. But, yeah. And turnovers do cover up a lot of stink, but I don't know. There certainly is some puck luck there, putting themselves in advantage situations for the takeaways. 20 total, 13 picks, 7 fumbles. Vikings have 9. Vikings have 3 picks. The Vikings also had 20 turnovers last year through 9 games. So, something's got to change, right? And it's more than just, they got rid of Beasley. No, he was just he stands out because he was a turnover choreographer. That's what it is. But, yeah, the Vikings defense should be able to move the ball on the Bears, but also got to be careful not serving up a meatball or two. Looking at you, Jay McCarthy. Also, hold on to the damn ball, Jordan Mason. How about that? Also, I'm just randomly thinking about this. And now we're starting to get, some decent volume of numbers from Hockenson. And I know this year he's been asked to chip a lot, plus Oliver missed some time. So Hockenson's had to block a lot more, but the numbers just aren't clicking, And sad to realize that Dirty Kirby Joseph may have permanently altered T.J. Hockenson's career. Before the knee, Hockenson was approaching 100 catches, 1,000-yard status, but now, tail end of the 2023 season, Dirty Kirby Joseph goes low, blows out Hockenson's knee If he didn't do that, he would have had a 100 catch, 1,000 yard season. 2024 didn't return till midseason. Gave him a grace period, and then now, I don't know. It just seems like the burst and explosiveness that Hockenson had for a tight end, just not there, right? And he's not making the routine plays over the middle, not showing his numbers to the quarterback. Now, hopefully that will change. Like, if Hockenson got hot down the stretch, that would be very, very good for the Vikings. But, I mean, it might be a spot where, 5-10 years from now, you look at T.J. Hockenson's career, and that dirty Kirby Joseph shot was a turning point. It's really unfortunate. Yeah. Also, the NFL Network's predictions, so key Sunday games. 4 out of 5 dentists recommend the Vikings. Yeah. But one, Tom, don't know who Tom is, predicts 26-21 Bears. Whatever. Also, I like how a lot of these predictions. Well, to predict the cover, whether it's so there's a variety of lines out there right now. -2.5, 3, -3.5. You certainly want one, yeah. Or you can bet the Vikings -2.5, Bears +3.5 at different shops, and all of a sudden, Vikings win by 3. We're in the money. Vikings will win by 33, though, so it doesn't matter. Right. Also, 4 to 5 on the Rams versus the Seahawks. I don't know. Does Sam Darnold finally beat the Rams? I don't know. And then the Lions and the Eagles. It really sucks we have to root for the Eagles 2 weeks in a row. Yeah. Also, rooting for Jameis. Shameless Jameis. Famous Jameis. So Jackson Dart ruled out with a concussion. Jameis Winston named the starter over Russell Wilson. Mike Kafka, interim head coach. You know for a fact that Jameis is going to tear up the Packers. Now, the Giants may not win. I hope they do. But Jameis is going to throw for 473 yards and 4 touchdowns and 3 picks. And he's going to complete like 49% of his passes, right? He's just going to go out there slinging it. Micah Parsons is going to be sick and tired of chasing after Jameis as he's just firing the effing pigskin downfield to Wandale. It's going to be good. Just please, Jameis. If the Lions could lose, the Packers could lose, and the Bears obviously lose, that'd be a pretty nice weekend for the Vikings. Because I know people are crying the breast milk right now, but a lot of things going on. So the Vikings only 2 games back in the division, already 2-0 in division, both wins on the road, which is nice. So 3 home games left in division, 1 road game left. Already 1 up on the Lions and the Bears. Oh my, going to sweep the Bears' ass this weekend. Packers collapsing in on themselves. Have a chance to get to 6-5 on the season. 4-0 in division the next 2 weeks. Huge. Versus the Bears, and then at the greasy, grimy Green Bay Packers next Sunday. Finish out the season with Detroit and Green Bay at home, and the Vikings are getting healthy, and McCarthy is learning on the job. The North is extremely winnable. All right, the Lions got a tough schedule ahead. The Bears are the Bears. The Bears might end up with 7 wins. The 7th win will not be this Sunday. Nailed it. And the Packers, I don't know, someone's getting fired. Like, they're either getting rid of Jordan Love or Matt LaFleur is going to go. And if they get rid of LaFleur, like, he's going to be out of work for 2 seconds. I think the Giants hire him right quick. But keep school alive. That's what we do, man. Anyways, that's it. That's it. Vikings news dump for this beautiful, glorious Saturday. You guys are the best. You know what to do. Skol, production value.